Hello, I'm Elgato, and what you're watching right now is the cinematic trailer for Hytale, a brand new game being developed by Hypixel, which is of course the largest Minecraft Java edition server. And seeing something that looks this good being made by someone who is clearly a big member of the Minecraft community just immediately makes people go, oh my god, it's amazing, it's going to be the Minecraft killer, it's Minecraft 2.0, and although I totally agree with that sentiment, it does look really good. The truth is, I've just seen a lot of videos that don't dive into what the game is going to be, they just talk about that over and over again for 10 minutes, so I figured, why not use today's video to actually explain what Hytale is going to be. How would it play? What does it actually look like? Because yesterday we did see some in-game engine footage and all these sorts of things I wanted to dive into and properly explain, and hopefully you will enjoy this video with a bit more information and a bit more depth. So with that said, let's dive straight into talking about what Hytale is going to be, and the direct quote from the Hytale website is that Hytale is a high-end block game. It's being developed by Hypixel, who have been the largest Minecraft Java edition server for quite some time now. They understand the Minecraft Java edition community and to some extent the wider Minecraft community, and they want to make a game which is kind of, tailored at the higher end of the game, the more dedicated player base, and, by itself, that's a pretty admirable thing, but, the fact that they've got 14 million views on the trailer, at least as of speaking, is another big impression of that, and, another, back of confidence for them is the fact that they also, or vote of confidence in them, would be the fact that they also have funding from Tencent, who is behind games like League of Legends and many other major games. So basically, it's a huge, Minecraft community server, which is trying to develop something from scratch, which looks amazing by itself, but then also has the vote of confidence of the Minecraft community, as well as of major backers. And all those three things coming together immediately makes me go, this is something to take seriously. If you look at this and you say, it's not something I'm even going to look at, it's not something I need to care about, I think it is going to be a big impact just because of all those things combined. So what exactly is Hytale in terms of gameplay? So Hytale is 3 separate game modes. Again, in the trailer they kind of blur a little bit because, trailers can only display so much information, but there's 3 distinct game modes that they've clarified so far. There's an adventure style mode, which is going to be the mode that you play, the survival mode, let's call it, to keep things simple. It's the mode where you can explore in solo or in multiplayer with friends that you find around the world for adventure, creativity. You can obviously, start down, make a house, settle down or whatever, or you can go slay mobs, or you can, you can choose any path you want to. It's a very big open world game in a similar way to Minecraft, but the distinct, differences here are that the foes and all the enemies, etc., have a lot more detail and types. There are way more bosses with different raids and stuff. They've taken a lot more inspiration from MMOs mixed with the voxel style game of Minecraft. So everything is still square and cubey, but that's what they've kind of mixed it with. Then we've got a minigame style mode, which is obviously Hypixel, biggest minigame server just out there, period. And when you've got that, kind of said and done, it means that they're going to be making a minigame server support. Just, within the game itself, there'll be minigames kind of developed by Hypixel. Basically, there'll be a Hypixel game mode within Hytale, as far as we can tell from what they've said. But then also they're going to open up so anyone else can open a server for their game. They want to have competition in there as well. And then also they want to build the game for competitive play. Minecraft, although it has a huge competitive community, although it has a huge number of people who play mini games, it's never really been truly competitive. And the combat debacle is one of the biggest points of that every time they try to make it more skill-based, people really hate that. And, Hytale is going to be built from the ground up so that if it wants to be turned into a competitive game by the community, it's going to be ready from the ground up. So, yeah, as you can tell, both those things are ready, like, Minecraft survival, but with more depth. Minecraft minigames, but with a lot more, depth and detail and competitiveness and, different, actually being built into the game. That already sounds better. And then creative mode, it's got a few different names, but let's just call it creative mode for now. The creative editing tools are a way for you to do whatever you want within the game. So there's so many possibilities here because they've said the tools that they have made as a studio are the tools that you'll be able to use within the game, which, although I think there's a little bit of an asterisk there, minus all the things that will allow you to break it, it means that it's not just a Minecraft survival, but you have unlimited blocks and you can fly, as in, Minecraft Creative or Fortnite Creative, for instance, but it's going to be creative editing tools like an MC Edit or like making a game from scratch. You can copy paste entire buildings, entire whatever else you want to across places, again, as we saw in the trailers, but also they want people to use it as a cinematic tool. Those Minecraft videos that are kind of like role-play movie things, you'll be able to make those within Hytale, which honestly, all of those, that does sound like a big improvement. And yeah, now you can start to see the big sales pitch of, Hytale. It's going to be a Minecraft-style game, a high-end bland block game, a voxel-based game, if you will, but with a lot more content, a lot more depth, and it's really aimed at the higher end of the market. And I think the reason this makes sense is because Minecraft has been, like really aiming at, like lower and lower. Like it wants to be on all these devices, and it wants to do all these different things, and it's doing a good job at specifying its, niche and making it bigger and bigger and bigger, but it hasn't really expanded up. The late game hasn't really gotten much better in Minecraft in a very long time because they want to keep focusing on things that everyone can do. I mean, think about panda bears. Like, you go to a jungle and then you get some bamboo from said jungle 4 seconds after spawning. You've already done the thing, and there's no real depth beyond that. It's just like, oh yeah, you can breed them and try and get some brown ones, whereas, the equivalent in a Hytale might be, oh, in the jungle, you find a, they give an example, there's a spider dungeon, and even if you have the best armor, you need to know the spider's attack patterns to beat it. Sounds pretty cool, right? So you can see how they really want to build that survival layer of, this is an adventure game. This isn't just a voxel-based game. You can decide to just build things, but it also has the depth of adventuring, which is what gets me on board with it, at least. So yeah, now you kind of understand the basic sales pitch of Hytale. Now you understand why the trailer is kind of showing off so much, because it's hype, it's lots of different things, but now you understand the little bits of it. Now, let's switch over to some game in-engine footage. Because hearing all of that by itself does, make a little bit of sense, but now let's show you the first actual in-game engine footage they showed off literally yesterday. This is 20,000 views as opposed to 14 million, so it's something that you might not have seen at all, and this is what Hytale will actually look like when you're inside the game itself. So, first of all, we're seeing a lot of different biomes, a lot of different detail, but you can see the Minecraft inspiration a lot clearer here. I think in the trailer itself, they really would emphasize, we're so many layers above that, and, in lots of ways they might be, but the base game, look is going to be the same. The base game idea is going to be pretty much identical. Like, oh, there's lots of blocks made from different things. Some things will go outside those blocks because, that's a key thing. But you can see how it's like, and there's going to be a lot more variety in biomes and in the structures you can find, as you can see right here. Look at those structures. But you can see that's what the game will look like. It is a Minecraft-style game. That really has to be clarified a lot of times, but then it just has the extra depth built on top of that. And I want to show you this one again, just because, again, looking more close, you can then start to see oh, look at that cow as well. It's not stuck to robotic-ish movements. Again, it's a real animal just inside the world. It's slightly more square than it would otherwise be, but they're much less strict about the full block kind of rule that Minecraft has. There's two big rules that Minecraft has that I feel like they're breaking in this game. One is that everything should be very blocky and Minecrafty. That is kind of struck out the window here. Look at that tree. It's slightly blockier than you might otherwise expect, but it's just a tree inside an otherwise blocky world. Look at any of the animals that are shown up, and it's going to be the same thing. Look at the enemies, like the dragons you can see here. It's going to be the same thing. It's a non-Minecrafty style, a non-QB style thing in a QB style world. So now you understand the game. I hope you understand that it's 3 separate game modes, all with their own big draws that make it, better than Minecraft, or better than any other voxel-based game out there, because Minecraft is currently the king by a long shot, but is it the Minecraft killer? Is it really Minecraft 2.0? And the answer to that question is no. I don't think, honestly, if you ask anyone from Hytale directly, they will say they want to kill Minecraft. In fact, I've seen a lot of people be very friendly with the Minecraft people. They want to evolve upon it for a certain portion of the community, but it will never replace Minecraft, and I'm not saying that because I love Minecraft, and I'll be playing it till I die or whatever, because, I'm down to play other games. I'm totally down to give this a try. I think this will be great. I think I will enjoy this. However, that's not what will decide this. What will decide this are the questions we're going to answer next, because they've also clarified what platforms Hytale will release on, and a few other things, and basically they said that Hytale will be launching for PC and Mac only, and although eventually they'll run on Linux, they also game servers on Linux, but they basically imply that's happening later, but Hytale is going to be a PC Mac game only. You can play it on your PC or your Mac, which is a lot of people, but it's a small portion of the overall Minecraft player base. If they manage to beat Minecraft Java Edition, it would still be dwarfed by Minecraft as a whole. Being not cross-platform, not being on consoles, for instance, is a big, kind of drop on that one. And yeah, you got to keep that in mind that it's not going to be a Minecraft killer because it only targets a small percentage of the Minecraft player base. It's it's simple logic right there. It's kind of like an evolution of the server into this whole other thing where big, Minecraft Java Edition people who have left the game because it hasn't, grown enough and gotten enough variety will have something brand new for them. Also, another key thing is that the game is not really clarified if it's going to be free to play or not right now. So yeah, now you understand why I think at least, Hytale will be a big thing, potentially a huge PC-style game, but you gotta remember, Minecraft, even though you might play it on a PC, and a lot of people do play it, a lot of you watching this video are going to switch over, and give it a whirl when it first comes out, myself included. But that's not going to be the majority of the Minecraft player base. And again, I don't think either game wants to kill each other, but that's why I think it's an unrealistic comment to make. Also, this is going to be a much more in-depth game targeted at the hardcore player base. And you might say, well, what's your logic behind that? It looks like just better Minecraft, but there is more confusion and more depth to get into, which people like when you want to play a game for as long as some people have played Minecraft. But I mean, stuff like looking at the way armor's going to work, and like it has the MMO/Diablo style system of you have to keep getting new weapons which improve each other and so on and so forth. They have defense levels you've got to compare. They have attack levels you've got to compare. Look at this fire sword, this demonic axe, for instance. All these different things combined together mean it's going to be a game with a lot to do if you like it, but it's not going to be a game which everyone can just jump into and immediately understand, which is, I'm sure they'll do a good job at that, but they're trying to go for, I'm assuming, a ongoing source of a great thing, like how the server works right now, as opposed to being a Minecraft from scratch that kind of gets built on. I think people will build on top of that. I think all these things will happen, but that is why I think saying that Hytale is a Minecraft killer is as simple as just looking at a trailer and assuming things based on that. I know that looking at, YouTube videos and trailers is a fun thing to do, but I don't think it's a way to actually determine like how business trends will work. I don't think you can look at a video which says, oh yeah, Steve Jobs actually used to only eat fruit and he was a bit of a nutter. Fun fact, that's actually true. And say, Apple's doomed now. It's only a matter of time until Google or Microsoft. Apple don't really have any direct competitors, do they? But it's only a matter of time until Google take over. Or Microsoft takes over. Checkmate right there. But that would be a ridiculous thing to say, and in the same way, I think this is ridiculous. However, I am so hyped for Hytale. I think it is going to be one of the more exciting entrants to the block game genre, and the reason I'm so excited for the most part is because Minecraft is kind of not stagnated, but really started focusing on the areas that their players don't necessarily want. It's successful for them business-wise, but I think having an actual competitor, having people actually flood outside the game and stop making the money or whatever, I think that is something that will take for Minecraft be like, hey, we're going to do something big. Stuff like the super duper graphics, stuff like that, they need to be doing that more regularly, rather than announcing it once and then taking 2 years to get anywhere with it. That's the sort of move we need to see from Minecraft, and I think competition is good for both parties. I think regardless of who wins in the Hytale Minecraft Java Edition war that might happen at some point, I think it's going to be a good thing for Minecraft/Hytale player. I think it's good for everyone involved, because again, generally speaking, competition breeds good things for everyone. And yeah, if you're curious as to will I be playing this, yes, I will be playing and I'll be checking this out and I'll be letting you know what I really think about it. I'll be letting you know if this is the best game I've ever played, the worst game I've ever played, or probably somewhere, in between those two things. And yeah, I can't wait to learn more. If you want to sign up for the beta, there is a way to do that. You can go to hytale.com and register your interest in the beta. And whenever they release that, which they've been very vague on right now, you'll be able to download it and play it too. So yeah, this is the Hytale video everyone's been wanting me to make. A lot of people want me to go savage and destroy, Minecraft and let them know that this is a thing. But yeah, I think that's a simplistic view of the world to hold, which is a fine one to hold. But now you know a little bit better, and I hope you did all enjoy the video where you went through that. I hope you all enjoyed seeing all the extra stuff that wasn't just in the trailer, so you actually get a real feel for all the amazing elements of this game beyond just the 1.5 minutes that we saw. Is it 1.5 minutes, actually? Rather, 2 minutes that we saw, apparently. So yeah, thank you very much for watching today's video. Like this one if you did like it, share if you really liked it, subscribe, notifications turned on if you want to see more videos like this whenever stuff like this comes out again. Because again, one of the things I like to do is dive in depth and dig a little deeper, find out more info, and really have a feel for what this stuff is. And yeah, if you enjoyed that, then one of those things I just said is a great way to let me know. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in what I think is the last day of Streamless tomorrow. Goodbye. So today is going to be the last day of Streamless, and then tomorrow might also be a stream, but maybe not. So today might be the last day. Come check out the stream in whatever the description says. Goodbye.